All right, Eric, it's been loss, win, loss, win, loss, win for Louisville thus far, 3-3 in the first half of the season, which we really kind of thought they needed to come out of maybe 4-2, 5-1. Kind of up against it a little bit as they start the back half of this schedule, which is either nothing but top 25 teams or those that have been recently in the top 25.
Yeah, I think you look at it and you can say, okay, Syracuse, which we all wrote down as a bad loss to start the season.
Maybe better than people thought.
Not as bad as it looked.
Yeah.
Syracuse is pretty good. Still would like seeing Louisville play better. It's still a concern that they weren't more ready for that game than they were, but okay, we'll give them that. But I think coming out of it, most of us feel like they should have beaten Florida State. We definitely think they should have beaten Boston College, and if you win those games, you're looking at a far better situation heading into the second half of the season at 3-3. But Las Vegas thinks Louisville should have been 3-3. They have Louisville's 3-3 against the spread right now, so that's pretty much what their expectation was, accurate or not, like it or not. I just feel like we haven't seen this team play its best. I think we started to see something close to the way it could play against a bad Virginia team, but we saw what happened.
South Florida was a pretty impressive
South
effort.
Florida's not good either, not a good team. But Virginia, they didn't have any illegal procedure calls. I think the only negative play they had was when they kneeled the ball at the end, and I don't even know if that counts as a negative play. So that if they do that, they're good enough on offense. Their offensive numbers this year are good. They can beat some teams, or at least put a pretty big scare into them, and that's what they're going to have in the second half of the season.
Yeah, and we've talked about that second half being a lot tougher, but as you say, not necessarily teams that are going to be big favorites over them. All games or a lot of games that they could still win.
Yeah, I mean, and look at Clemson. I mean, that's the one. You go to Clemson, it's going to be tough. They're fighting for their playoff lives. They're highly motivated. That's one game I would write. I'm not going to write them off, but I'm writing them off. And
even they aren't Clemson of 2-3 years ago.
Louisville's come close to them. They've played well against them. They've had some blowouts, but throw that game aside. Pittsburgh is a 1-point spread, I think, or something close to it. So that's pretty much they're expected to be in the game. James Madison just lost a game. NC State just lost their quarterback. These are good teams, but they're going to be close games like they usually are when Louisville plays a lot of teams, especially here at home. And so the question is, has this staff gotten this team ready to win these close games? Can they execute? And can they not have the self-inflicted wounds? And I think that's what we saw at Virginia. When they don't have a self-inflicted wound, they can win with some comfort. And if they can get in that situation, they can play against these better teams and be more competitive.
Yeah, certainly not good enough to handle any of these teams easily. Got to play a clean game. We'll see if they can do it starting with Pitt. It's Saturday at 8 o'clock. He's Eric Crawford. I'm Tom Lane. We're here with the Cardinals at Cardinal Stadium.